Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Guava Juice podcast. This is episode 12. Current date is April 24th, 2020. We're still here in quarantine. This is day number 39. And I am joined by Leonardo Mendoza. How you doing?
I am good. I'm just raising the AirPods real quick so I can hear you better. Very cool, man. Go ahead.
For you guys who don't know who Leonardo is, he kind of manages the YouTube channel, systematically. He helps with scheduling, and he is also going to be moderating today's episode and a lot of the other episodes of the Guava Juice podcast.
Thanks,
so,
man.
Yeah. So go ahead. What are we talking about today?
Yeah, I think what we talked about last episode, we'll probably elaborate more on is just your concept of positivity during this whole thing. Did you like the first mindset and things you wanted to share just to start that off?
Dude, it's getting harder and harder to be positive, honestly, because all the days blend together, and it's just the days are just you don't know what day it is anymore. You don't know what to do in your day because it's like yesterday, and you never know when we're gonna be done with this whole quarantine thing. So right now, positivity is it's harder now just because there's no certain ending of this pandemic case, but there is ways to find it. So here, for me, how I've been looking at this is I said it in the last podcast, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, regardless of any situation, whether it's this or maybe it's another aspect of your life. There's always. Do you hear my dog?
Yeah. Your dog sounds happy.
Sorry. No, there's people mowing the grass, and then she's just going crazy. She's trying to protect us. See, that's positivity. She's trying to guard the house. That's good, knowing a tiny dog can do that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, dude, there's always a light to the end of the tunnel. And how I've been approaching it and seeing that, it's I don't know. It's just one, starting off with being appreciative of what you have in your life, whether it's you waking up in the morning, all right, it's another day.
All the distractions and things going wrong, it's not even going wrong. It's just being real in the situation. That you're in your house. You're literally in your house. So
yeah, I'm literally in my house. Everyone's doing things around me. It's just you could think of a whole bunch of things that happen around your life as metaphors. Like right now, all these dog barkings and then the lawnmowers going on is trying to affect the podcast. It's maybe the world's hey, don't do this, but in your mind it's yo, I want to do this. You're nothing to me but just resistance, and I know if I get through that resistance, there will be a better light and a better result if I get through it. So you're not gonna stop me. I feel having mindsets like that is very key to getting through this pandemic or this quarantine situation. Right?
Yeah, I feel you.
you're just oh yes, okay, go ahead, go, okay.
You know what's interesting is you're kind of bringing up the topic of gratitude. Do you have a daily gratitude practice that you follow? Any certain habits you have, or is it more random for you?
Honestly, when I wake up and before I sleep, I'm always just thinking of all the little things and all the big things that are in my life, and I'm just thankful for it. Thank you so much. I have this. I am very appreciative, and it's kind of there's something really good about humbling yourself and just just stepping back and then seeing all the little things that you have in your life, and then just seeing all the moments that got you to where you are, and just understanding why that happened and why they happened to you to make you who you are now. And sometimes it just comes randomly. Maybe I'm just driving, I'm wow, I have dogs. I love my dog. Stuff like that. So it's always nice to step back. Even now, all this distractions of the COVID-19. It's really it's a good way to it's a good situation where you can just stand back real quick, and then just kind of think and be thankful and understanding why you're here and what you're supposed to do, kind of thing. So. And in a positive light, this whole situation is good because it lets you step back and think about these things.
What are some of the things outside of the ones you already mentioned that you're grateful for and you're thankful for?
Thankful for my family. thankful for my dogs, thankful for my girlfriend, thankful for food and having a house. Like little things like that. It's like a good practice. Like, so like for all you listeners and like all viewers out there, if you don't know how to like, just be thankful for things, just start with that. And then little by little, you'll be more thankful for other little things that you never really would have thought about, And it works. It really helps. Like, humble yourself. And then it just makes you, I feel like for me, it just makes me a better person because, I don't think of myself as like any higher or any lower as anyone else. It kind of gets my mindset to like, hey, I am exactly like you. We're human beings. We're trying to get through this together. Let's do this.
So true, man. So do you feel like there's a connection between gratitude and happiness? And if so, what is that connection?
Gratitude is, dude. That's a hard question, man. Slow it down a little bit. Hold on. My brain hurts. I'll let you answer that. Do you think there's a connection between gratitude and happiness? Is there like a comparison, or do they do they relate to one another, or do they link to one another in a way?
Yeah, I think your level of happiness is directly related to how thankful you are for what's around you. Like, because what's the opposite of happiness? What's the opposite?
Sadness.
Anger. Yeah. So usually sadness and anger is from this awareness of what you're missing in life. But if you're focused on what you're grateful for, you're focused on what you have in your life.
Oh. Yes. Talk those words. That's cool. I did not think about it like that. So when you're happier for something, that probably means you're probably super thankful and grateful for what you already have. And then if you're angry, you're sad, that means you're probably focusing on what you're missing and what you don't have. That's what you said. That's dope. That's dope.
That was wise words from a lot of other leaders and speakers and writers. I just summarized it.
Yeah. It's cool though, like doing this podcast, because we can like we said in the other podcast, like news outlets out there are just talking about negativity and just like all the bad things happening in the world. And it's kind of sucks because not a lot of people like that, and not a lot of people. I guess like a lot of people are just only exposed to that kind of outlet. So it's nice having this podcast so we can spread some kind of positivity and awareness of like how to obtain it for those who really need it and don't know how to achieve it. So. Yeah, we're here for you guys. Just letting you know if you're watching and listening, and if you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. We checked the analytics. 95% of you now are not subscribed. It went down. Yeah, it went down. So please subscribe. Support this podcast. Just help support it, please. We need to buy a new table when we get back in the studio because we need a new table. Yeah, cool.
That'd be great.
What's poppin'?
What kind of table would we get?
Dude, ironwood, bruh.
Ironwood
table. That's the goal. Ironwood tables.
How fancy is that?
I have no idea. I know that's the goal in Animal Crossing, so it's probably the goal in real life too. To get like ironwood furniture, it's like the number one thing to do.
Yeah, speaking of Animal Crossing, that's good transition. So during this quarantine, like what are some of the like shows you watch and some of the games you enjoy that has been occupying your time outside of work and making videos?
I'm down. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So let's dive down that, because I feel like these podcasts we've been talking about like positivity and like success or like it's like topics like that. So it's nice to go at a personal level here and like know me more.
Yeah.
So first things first, I've been playing Animal Crossing for a while. It was bad in the beginning, like the first when it came out. Like I played like crazy for like 3 weeks, but then I don't know. I feel like I beat the game a bit, so I'm just slowing down. I've been playing a lot of League of Legends.
Sick.
I got back into it. I used to play it a lot in college, so it's nice to tap back in it. And it sucks like when you play a game like you used to play like 10 years ago and you get back to it and there's so many changes and then you just get overwhelmed because there's so many changes. You got to like relearn everything and like you're just rusty at everything. It's kind of like that. And then it's it's good because I'm very competitive and I am down to learn things. I love learning things, man.
Yeah.
Especially like when you haven't been in that habit, I guess, like the video game habit. Like, okay, what can I learn from this? What can I learn? So, for you guys hearing this, never stop learning, because that is the best thing. The best thing you can have in your life. That is free, and it's a little effort, but you just don't stop learning. There's always something to learn. Like, you can get like 200 PhDs and there's still a lot more to learn, which is kind of crazy, right?
Absolutely.
There's so much information and knowledge in this world. As far as shows, I watched Tiger King, which is pretty cool. That was like, like a month ago. That was very interesting.
You want to give a summary of what that show's about for those who've never watched it?
Yeah, Tiger King is basically this guy who owns like a zoo, and then he got accused of hiring a hitman to kill this one person, and then he went to trial, and then is he in jail? Is he not in jail? Watch the show to find out. Not sponsored. Netflix, sponsor me. You know what's crazy? All these online outlets and like social media companies are just doing so well with this Corona economy. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Opportunity.
Like, I know.
Yeah.
You know, like Netflix, I heard like Netflix like predicted they would get like 7 million new subscribers during Q1 of the year.
That's crazy.
And then guess how much they actually got?
21.
No, that's too much. 15 million. So the results basically doubled their expectations of what they expected to, earn and grow, which is absolutely insane.
Now here's the thing about Netflix. How many new stuff did they have in their backlog that they're releasing before they're gonna run out of new stuff? Do you know what that is? Like,
I don't.
Yeah.
What is it?
No, I'm actually wondering. I don't know. I was just curious.
It depends, because Netflix, they have different languages. Like, a lot of like people watch different languages. Like, my mom watches a lot of K-dramas now, just because it's on Netflix, and my girlfriend watches a lot of K-dramas. A lot of like Japanese show, like this show called Terrace House. It's kind of like real world with like Japanese people living in one place. I'm like, wait a minute, this is kind of. So it's like, I don't think their backlog will end because it's just infinite.
They could just get new licensing.
Yeah, new licensing. I mean, honestly, it's like, probably not the best shows out there, but I feel like they won't run out of content.
It'd be sick, man. I just totally pictured like if there was a Netflix movie with you as the main. I'm just putting out there in the universe. That'd be so sick if there was like a movie.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
I would play a character that no one knows about. Like, because people will see me as like happy, goofy, crazy. I would play like a freaking serial killer murderer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Imagine me and like I'm like a bad guy, just like, yo. Give me your kidneys.
For some reason,
get all your kidneys.
I have a feeling that people would still interpret some of it as humor. It would be one of those like suspenseful, like horror humor. Like, have you seen those movies where it's like a little hybrid, where there's like it's mostly scary, but then there's like
there's humor.
Yeah, there's a little.
Yeah. Dang, I hope I didn't typecast myself as the crazy guy. I'm gonna. Okay, next decade, I'm gonna be like the serial killer vibe with I'm gonna grow a beard and grow my hair out like Keanu Reeves, and then I'm gonna play that part.
Would that mean you're gonna start a new YouTube channel with a different
maybe?
Yeah,
maybe
crazy.
I always want to do that. Just like, I don't know, just make another YouTube. And just change up my content. Remember that?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna do PG-13 thing.
Remember your whole attitude about like change and stuff is eventually they'll be shocked and stuff in the beginning, but after a while they'll get used to it. They'll forget that you were maybe like 10 years if you did it like consistently. People would maybe even forget that you were only comedy at one point.
Yeah, that's true.
It's crazy.
When I first started the channel, I was very vulgar.
Really?
Yeah, like this was like 2008 or whatever. I don't know. You know, 13-year-old kids.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm like,
Is that your imitation of the Family Guy? The Family Guy.
oh yeah, Quagmire's like, giggity, Imagine me as like a 13-year-old kid, 14-year-old kid, not knowing any better, just being stupid. That was what the content was like. But then, I had to grow because I figured a lot of people looked up to me. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I'm done being a teenager. I'm 18. I'm 18 now.
It's interesting that just the evolution of entertainers in general, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Imagine what you'd be when you're like 40. What your personality would be like. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm telling you, bro, serial killer murderer vibes. I'm telling you.
Do you have a basement?
I'm gonna get casted, huh?
Do you have a basement?
I don't.
Okay, because that's scary.
But when the Avengers 8 comes out, I'll be like the villain. I'll be the new Thanos.
I was actually watching a video from Matt Pat's channel, like Game Theory or Film Theory.
Yeah.
There's something called the Dark Avengers coming out. I don't know what that means.
Hey, I'm brown. I'm dark. I'm down.
I don't know if it's skin color.
Oh, dang it. Shoot.
That's funny, man. Speaking of which, let's transition back to any other games you've been enjoying?
No, it's just those two. Animal Crossing, League of Legends. I finished a couple series too, man. I finished the new Ozark. Ozark is a cartel series. I finished Better Call Saul, which is also a cartel series. I love cartel stuff. Dude, it's weird because like my content is all fun, happy, giggly, whatever. But then the things I like to watch are like dark and let's shoot up a whole bunch of people for these drugs. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just so suspenseful. Like the way they like portrayed the series and the shows, it's just like so suspenseful, and that's what gets me. I love horror movies. I love dark like stuff. Maybe because I'm dark. I don't know what the thing is, but I just like the whole suspense of things. Invisible Man was cool. I like Invisible Man. It was like for you guys who don't know what Invisible Man is, it's like this girl ran away from her boyfriend, and now he is stalking her, but he's invisible. What happens next? Uh-oh. How did he become invisible? Not sponsored, but that's just I just like stuff like that.
What rating would you give that Invisible Man movie? 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10.
Like 6.
Okay, 6.
I'm pretty harsh, so.
What's a 10?
Hey,
What's a 10 for you? Perfect? Like, you'd watch it over
perfect
and over?
10. Yeah, over and over again. I can't recall. I'm very strict, but hey, you know what movie I gave like a 8.5?
Avengers.
No, Jojo Rabbit, dude.
I'm
telling you,
I need to watch it
huh?
now. You've said it so many times. I
know, it's funny. It was so unexpected. Jojo Rabbit is about this was like during the Nazi era, and it's taking place in Germany, and it's basically a little boy dealing through this whole Hitler communism thing, and then it's cool because the way that they portrayed it, it's funny. It's funny. I did not expect it, but it's like real. It's like realistic. It's like a whole bunch of realism aspects of it, and then a little bit of humor. It's the same director as Thor Ragnarok. He directed the Jojo Rabbit.
I was literally gonna bring that example up not because of the director. I was just thinking of a movie that was like dark at times, but was really funny also. And Thor did that to some degree.
Thor did that.
Yeah.
The same director. It's the same thing in Jojo Rabbit. So not sponsored. So all you listeners out there, if you need a good movie to watch and you need some time to kill, hey, Jojo Rabbit.
Nice. Anything else?
You watch anime?
Yes. Yeah.
You watch anime?
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of anime. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I've only watched Dragon Ball Z lately, though. What do you recommend?
Okay.
School me.
All right, so for you guys, I don't know, if you don't like anime, you skip 5 minutes ahead. So I'm going to tell you my top 5 anime of now, at least. So, number 1, My Hero Academia. That's number 1. It's about a kid trying to be a hero, but he doesn't have any powers. And how does he become the number one hero? Find out.
Wow. I need to write that note down. That was great.
Dude, it's crazy. Number 2, I would say it's gonna be Demon Slayer. It's here's the story of it,
I like
I guess.
the synopsis you give. Go ahead.
Yeah. So it's basically a boy, I guess a teenager, trying to protect his family, but then the whole world is infested with demons, but they're disguised as humans, and then the demons, they actually killed his family, except his sister. But his sister is now a demon. And now
It just that's what you
now yeah but now he has to find a way to get his sister back to being a human. It's pretty cool. That was a bad synopsis, but that's how it goes.
Okay.
Number 3, Dr. Stone. It's pretty good. It's about a scientist. Okay, this is a teenager. It's like a teenager high schooler scientist, super smart kid. All of a sudden the whole world becomes stone. Everyone turns into stone.
Rock.
All right? Like rock. Like they're just frozen like a rock.
Gotcha.
All right. Fast forward like 2,000 years later, the scientists figured out a way to break free from the rock. But then the whole world is like, trees and shrubs and how it was in like the 10,000 BC era. And now, with all the knowledge he has to make the world again. Since he is a scientist and smart, he knows everything. So
whoa, see that? I'm gonna. If we weren't FaceTiming while we were recording this, I would have wrote a note to watch that one. That was solid, man. Okay,
dude.
Number 4.
Number 4, I would say it's just a basketball anime, dude. It's called Ahiro no Sora. Ahiro no Sora.
Okay.
It's about a kid who wants to be the best basketball player, and he's in high school, of course, freshman high school, but he's only 5'2".
Yo, so that's Spud Webb.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah,
go ahead.
it's like he went to a high school. They don't really do basketball there, but he ended up, inspiring everyone to start a team, and then now they're in the tournament. Will they win? No, I don't know. Also, his mom's sick, so...
Oh.
So that's another twist, but
so does that like help motivate him throughout the show? Is that one of the things?
That's one of the motivations. You gotta watch it, I guess.
Okay. All right, I have some homework to do. It looks like.
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
Number 5.
Number 5. Number 5 is like up in the air, but I would say this anime called Fire Force. It's just it's just a firefighter anime, except the firefighters have powers, and their powers are fire. So they're trying to get rid of fire with fire. Fire Force. Firefighters, like literally like firefighters.
Gotcha.
And then their only powers are fire. So it's like, how do you Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, no more anime. We probably lost like 100 listeners because of this.
Okay, you missed one of my favorite ones in the past 5 years. I'm just curious what your thoughts are on it. One Punch Man.
Oh, dude,
right?
Dude, that's good. That's a good one.
Oh my god.
That's number 6 for me.
Sick. Okay.
Yeah, it's very comedic.
Yeah.
For you guys who don't know, One Punch Man, it's a superhero. It's the strongest superhero in the world. He literally kills anything with one punch. Like, no matter how big the enemy is, he just one punch. And he gets so pissed because he just gets bored and he gets pissed. He keeps killing his people, his enemies with one punch.
Dang.
How does he deal with it? Let's find out.
So many hours of anime homework coming up.
I know, man. Alrighty. All right, let's move on.
Okay, moving on from anime, so no more anime. Yeah, how are you doing during this quarantine? Just how's life? How's life going right now?
Dude, life's good, man. I can't complain. I mean, obviously, I wish I was out and about, but I just gotta be responsible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how people are out like protesting right now too. It's like, bro, stay inside. Like, you don't gotta do. You're spreading it even like because the whole goal of this whole quarantine is to flatten the curve, and Dude, do you know the scary part is, like, I heard that this is just the beginning. There's gonna be a second wave of, like, this whole coronavirus that'll be. They're predicting the fall, and it'll be a lot worse. So, because like Wuhan right now, it's like even though they're like opened back up a bit, they're not open fully. They said like it's the whole city of Wuhan's like open like 20-30% right now, and they're starting to feel that second wave, which is kind of like alarming. But I mean, it's a good thing though for us because we can just like take what they're dealing with, and maybe we will take it more seriously this time. Like they're dealing with that. Maybe we should prepare a lot better now that we know that Wuhan's dealing with that right now. So
learn from other people.
I guess we'll have to find out about that.
Speaking of just other countries, that I guess that relates back to news. What are some like good news that you've heard in the past? I guess 2 weeks. Updates that you could just share with the audience for those who don't know some of the good thing that's been happening.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that. I just thought it was interesting. I was like, whoa.
No, that's good.
I mean, it's like you just gotta be prepared because that's just like you'd rather spread the news to prepare about the second wave or whatever now than wait till later and hear it like 2 months later. But the good news I've heard the curve is slowly flattening, which is great. So hopefully it'll flatten a lot more throughout these two more weeks. How much more do we have in this quarantine? It's supposed to be done like May 15, but I guess we'll find out.
It keeps on changing, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're supposed to be done in like 5 days.
Wow.
Right? Yeah, it was, and then they moved it. So, I mean, that's the only positive news I got.
Nice. Speaking of I actually like the fact that you shared about like the second wave and things like that. That way we could, prepare for that.
Yeah.
Hopefully if that even happens, hopefully the vaccine's already done. One of the good news is that the 2 biotech companies already started human trials, I believe a couple of weeks ago. So hopefully, How long do you think it'll be, or do you know how long it's going to take?
They said a year.
Oh, a year. Dang.
Yeah, because human trials is like, I feel like you can't release a vaccine too early because there might be long-term effects. Like even though it cures you now, you might die next year. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
So I guess it depends how long they think it's like safe enough, and they study the effects of the human anatomy of the vaccine and the anatomy. I don't even know, but that's what I heard. So I guess we gotta just wait till then.
Nice. Well, hopefully, like in a year and a half, like the vaccine will be already done and it's actually widely distributed. That would be an amazing thing to have happen. A year and a half. That's crazy. Anyways, any other good news that you feel like you want to share with the audience?
I got a package. I ordered this luggage from Kickstarter like a year ago, and for some reason it just delivered to me like last week. Unfortunately, I can't use it until like next year, hopefully. But the luggage is pretty cool. It comes with a bracelet, and then you connect it to your luggage, and then wherever you go, your luggage goes with you. You don't even have to hold your luggage. Yeah, no. I posted it on TikTok. It's going viral right now. I'm like, for you guys, please follow me on TikTok at Guava Juice.
Sick.
I post some random stuff there. A lot different from what you see on YouTube, but it's pretty. I like it. It's a cool little outlet to display, I don't know, different kind of content, I guess you could say.
Speaking of posting, you want to just give an update for those who, I know a very, very small percentage of people who watch the podcast are not subscribed to your YouTube channel, but for those who aren't, what did you post on the main channel in the past 2 weeks?
Dude, okay. What's today? So you're going to probably listen to this podcast 2 weeks from now. It's April 24th. 2 days ago, I posted the Wash Your Hands music video. It's doing really well. It's getting really positive feedback and just good comments and everything, which is, I don't know. I'm just so happy this is doing well. It's, who would have thought making a song about washing your hands would do so well? So it's just a good vibes overall. It's like, hey, wash your hands, but also practice social distancing, yada, yada, yada. So it's very, very good. And I'm surprised that didn't get on the trending page, because that's actually a good video to be in the trending page. Speaking of the trending page, I hate the trending page on YouTube, because whenever they put my videos on it, it's always the videos that I never want to be on the trending page. And then I get so much hate from people. I'm like, calm down. But YouTube thank you though. I got more exposure that way. I should be thankful. I am thankful. I am very thankful, but it's just so many haters.
Mixed emotions.
Mixed emotions about it. But if I had a choice, I want to be banned from it forever. Except whenever I make positive videos, like the wash your hands videos, and that's something YouTube should be promoting.
Yeah, I was surprised
in
that
my
wasn't.
opinion. Yeah, me too.
Maybe it's because it was shorter. That's my theory.
No, because trending page, I see 6 out of 10 videos of there are music videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
so I'm like,
True.
Maybe it's the topic. It has to be a topic of bougie, or I'm gonna twerk on you, or talking about my breakups or something. Not
drama.
Washing your hands. Yeah, drama. I don't know. I don't understand it. But hey, if you guys want to be on the trending page, I figured out how to do it. Okay, so if your video appeals, so luckily for me, since not a lot of people are subscribed to me. I mean, people are subscribed to me, the people watching the videos. Whenever I check the analytics, it's always 30% are subscribed, and then 70% of the other viewers are not subscribed.
Oh, wow.
So it's YouTube is finding a way to promote your video to get those subscribers to subscribe to you. So it's more if YouTube knows your videos are attracting more people that are not subscribed, then they will push it more towards the trending page, because they know people are watching your video through those analytics for you to obtain more subscribers, and for them to gain more exposure. It's tricky, but that's my thinking of how the YouTube trending page works. You just have to appeal to non-subscribers in a way, and okay, I'll get back. I'll talk about this in 2 weeks. Let me dig more research about the trending page, and I'll let you guys know. So that's my hypothesis right now. So far, it's been true. I've been on it a million times, so I don't even want to be it. So, hey, stay tuned. 2 weeks. Secrets of the trending page. I got you.
Speaking of that whole topic about just secrets on the trending page and just YouTube tips in general, for those, there's a pretty good segment of the viewers for this podcast who want to just improve their YouTube channel as well and learn from you.
Yeah.
What are some tips you could share with them in this episode?
In this episode, take whatever given cases, right now, just take whatever is in front of you, I guess current topics. So I guess Corona, quarantine, COVID-19, but then kind of shape it and mold it into your own light and your own theme. So first, if you know the personality of your channel, good. That's number one. Number two, for me, I like taking trending topics and then kind of morphing it into my content, but in a way to not be insensitive and offensive about it. So it's how do I take this situation here and then kind of morphing it into something positive, since I'm all about trying to be positive about things and stuff like that. And yeah, dude, honestly, take whatever's trending and then just milk it as much as you can, but without being insensitive about it and without causing drama. That's it. That's it.
That's
I stay away from drama. I don't like drama. It's not for me. It's okay, we can move on.
Yeah, I just to clarify that, I think one of the reasons why you stay away from drama is because one of your characteristics is you like being a problem solver. You like solving problems. You don't like causing problems. Right? Just
yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We talked about entertainment. We talked about things that keeps us grateful and positive and things like that. Any other things you want to say to close up this episode?
Okay, ask me 20 questions. Go. Quick questions, one-liners. Go. Top of your head. I'll answer it. Go.
Who's your favorite basketball team outside of the Lakers?
Charlotte Hornets.
Why?
Boston Celtics. San Diego Steelers.
I couldn't ask you a question that's like one word for some reason. I was like, Charlotte Hornets.
Hey, I'm from North Carolina, so I gotta support.
Okay.
I gotta support the losing team.
Okay.
I like the Celtics.
Celtics. Who's your favorite basketball player right now?
I like. Dude, that's hard. I guess LeBron. LeBron's pretty cool.
Who's your favorite YouTuber right now? Outside of
right now. Who is my favorite YouTuber? The what's the animation thing? I can never say his name. Kurgashurch. Kurgashurch.
The educational science channel.
Yeah, I can never. Why would they name their name like that? It's so hard to pronounce. Kurgashurch. It's an animation channel. Watch it. It's pretty cool. Very educational.
What's your favorite Netflix show?
Ozark.
What's your favorite Hulu show?
Who?
Hulu.
I don't know. Rick and Morty, I guess.
Nice. Favorite music artist?
Oh, jeez. Bruh. I don't know, man. Skip that. Skip.
Favorite home exercise?
I like doing the rowing machine.
Favorite food during quarantine?
What is even food? I like Spam. Spam's pretty good.
Favorite time to go to sleep?
Oh, 12.
Favorite time to wake up?
8.
8. Okay. 12, 8. Gotcha. I don't know why I'm doing the math in my head.
12 and 8.
Like 12
plus 8 is 20. You sleep for 20 hours?
Favorite subject in school?
Math.
Nice. Favorite genre of movies? You probably shared that answer earlier.
Oh, horror.
Favorite horror movie?
I like the Insidious series.
Favorite horror character?
Ghost.
Ghost. Favorite haunted place?
My old place in Encino. You know, that was a haunted place. Like, everyone thought it was fake, but for real, like, okay, quick segue.
Nice.
I used to live in Encino, California, okay, and I lived in this house, all right? And one day I was roommates with Marlon, my cousin. We were editing. It was like 2 a.m., and all of a sudden you hear from the back door, okay? The thing was, we have like a security light that comes on whenever it detects motion or whatever. It was off. First off, it was off. Okay. We looked at each other. We were like, wait a minute. Hey, maybe for the next episode, we should just talk about all my horror stuff. Because that might be a thing. Because, like, you know how, like, murder and, like, whatever is, like, popular podcast series? Well, I have a lot of haunted stories for you. Anyways, we checked the back door. We heard the knock. And all of a sudden, we went back. No one was there. Okay. The light was off. It turned on automatically as soon as we opened the door. Then we looked out. We was like, oh, shoot. All right. Never mind. Okay. So that was probably the first time something scary happened in that house. Okay. Fast forward, like a month later. I was in the house alone. This is when I started the channel, Guava Juice. So I would be at the house by myself. Marlon would be at like acting class. So he would have acting class until like 3 a.m. So it was like 10 p.m. at the time. So I was like editing a video. And all of a sudden, I heard knocking from the attic. The attic was in the hallway right outside my room. It was like a loud thump like this. Like, I was like, oh. I thought it was an earthquake, but it wasn't an earthquake, so I went up there. I looked up. I was like, nope. And then I texted the landlord, like, hey, the house is making weird stuff, or weird noises. Do you know if there's like a raccoon or something, like a rat or whatever? And then the landlord was like, well, you should talk to your neighbor about the occurrences that happened in that house. I'm like, wait, why don't you just tell me? So we don't know I don't know. I was too afraid to ask. So till this day, I still do not know what happened in that house. I'm assuming someone died there, first off, and the spirit just lingers around the property and making weird noises. Yeah, I mean, hey, if you guys want like a haunted podcast series, I'll be glad to share all my haunted stuff. There's a lot of stuff happening. You know, in the Philippines, I went to the Philippines like a year ago. There was a haunted house that my dad doesn't like going to in the neighborhood he lived in. We like visited my mom's house because my mom's house was next. It's literally like next to the haunted house. And then my dad looked at the house and I was like, "What?" And then he was like, "Oh, I don't like that house. I never liked it." And then my mom was like, "Yeah, he just doesn't like the house. He doesn't like going in the house." I'm like, you know me. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna explore. So as soon as like, you know, because the house is like next to the street, and then there's like a light post or whatever with the light. As soon as I took a step, that light post, the light, it just shut off like. I was like, all right, I am going. Okay, I'm not going to this house. So I'm like, all right, that's. Yeah. Anyways, that's. You have any haunted stories?
Not a haunted story, but like real life.
Save it.
Okay.
Okay, no, say it. I'm interested. I can't do that.
You know, cannibals.
Yeah.
So.
What? Wait, where's this going?
It's more of like a story that I was in Boy Scouts when I was younger, and one of the like leaders, I think he was in the military or something. So it didn't happen to me personally, but it's like real life, like this is like real like danger stuff. When he was in the military, and he was stationed somewhere in Mexico. They had these perimeters, and they were like 10 feet like high, like the walls 10 feet high.
Yeah.
And then there was a time when some of the soldiers started getting like were missing. They slowly disappeared, and they slowly realized that there's like footprints like on the walls. Like there's like these like
on the walls.
Yeah, and later they found out that it was actually like these tribal like cannibals that like they feed on human beings. This is like real life stuff. This is not like a ghost thing.
Yeah, I know.
But it's still scary. But it's still scary for me.
So you're saying they walked on walls? Like
they would, like, they're just like bigger or something, and so they would like climb. No, not like a scary movie, like walk on walls. They would like. They would be like ninja. You know, like a ninja climbs on walls. Like they would like parkour.
And they eat the people.
Yeah, because they found some of the bodies. What's the scariest place you've been to?
I don't know.
Okay.
Nothing scares me anymore.
What's a scary place in the world that you've heard of that you want to visit?
Alcatraz.
Oh, Alcatraz? I've been Alcatraz.
Yeah, I heard it's haunted, dude. At night, 3 a.m. Oh my gosh.
I've been there, and I felt something, but I didn't see anything. But let's see, a scary place. What's a place that you would love to just visit as a human being that's not scary?
Oh, Maldives.
What?
Maldives.
What's that?
It's, you know, when you go to the mall and you dive in for quarters.
Oh,
It's an island. Maldives.
Are you trolling?
Maldives. You don't know what Maldives is?
No.
Here, look at this picture. I'll put a picture right here. It's like an island. It's like located. I don't even know where it's located. I think like the east of Africa or something. It's this really cool like island. You know those? Have you seen those like pictures of like the little cottages, huts on top of the water?
Yeah.
It's not Bora Bora. It's Maldives.
Oh, okay.
It's the same thing. I think it's the same thing. I don't even know. I gotta do my research, but that's one place I would want to go.
A lot of couples go there for their honeymoon, right? Is that what you're talking about? Like those?
I think so, okay. But I'm trying to go for fun though.
Very cool. What's a theme park that you haven't been to in the world that you've been wanting to go to?
Disney. I think all the Disneys. I kind of want to visit all the Disneys. Like, I've been to the one in Tokyo. It was cool. It was smaller than I thought, but it was pretty cool still. Yeah, all the Disneys.
That's actually on my bucket list. I want to go to all the Disneylands too. There's one in France and one in China. Another one in China. I want to check out.
Ooh.
Cool. What's another, I don't know, location, since we're talking about traveling, like another place you've been wanting to visit?
Honestly, I kind of want to visit the Philippines again. It was fun, man. It was cool. Yeah. So I gotta visit everyone.
Sick.
Family, all the editors, everybody.
Shout out to Joel and his team. We're gonna visit y'all eventually. What's your favorite Filipino food?
Oh, dude, sinigang for days, bro. I just love the whole sour. So good.
My mom just cooked it last night.
Yeah, sinigang?
Yeah. With
nice.
pork. Favorite Filipino dessert?
Ooh, leche flan, bro. It's either that or brazo de Mercedes, bro.
That's
it's
so
good.
weird.
I know, it's so good.
No, it's good. Like it's amazing. Cool, man. How many more questions you want me to throw at you?
I think it's good, man. I think it's good.
Any summary?
Summary, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you're listening, have some light. There's always a positive out there. For every 2 negatives, it's always going to be a positive. So no matter how negative things are now, it's going to be positive eventually. So, hey, make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for the next podcast where we talk about scary stuff. If you're not a fan of that, then who knows? And if you have any scary stories you want me to share, please let me know. Comment, or not comment, email us at guavajuicepodcast@gmail.com. Share your scary stories, and I don't know, we'll probably read them.
That'd be funny.
That would be cool. Yeah. It's like one day woke up and I was trying to get a glass of water. I heard some footsteps, and it was just my mom. She was drinking water downstairs. I'm like, okay, yeah. That's all I got.
Cool, Mal. Till next time. Or do you want to wrap?
Yeah, till next time. I'm good. Follow us on Twitter and all our social handles right here. And here's Leonardo's too. Ask him some stuff. Tell him he's sexy.
Oh, dude, you know why I took off my glasses?
Why?
Because in the last podcast, it was slowly getting foggy. If you So contacts now.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Later. Peace. Stay juicy, goosey.